Salute to my general, David Atta, for supporting man in the Patreon. Any other dons out there who want to join Team YB, request content from the YB and receive daily exclusive content, check me out at patreon.com/theyb. Wow, this right here is truly Pikachu for any USA/LDBC Deontay Wilder generals. I feel truly sorry for you, man. Now, Dillian, the body snatcher, Dillian, the Deontay Wilder cheek buster, White, has come out and exposed Deontay Wilder for being knocked spark out. We're talking, people, I've made fun out of Fury for being knocked spark out before, but I've never seen Fury's toes twitching, yeah? Wilder's toes were curled up and twitching. Vlad hit him with the orgasmic kind of KO, yeah? Feet curling, them toes was curling, them female toes was curling up. No wonder, let's not forget as well, people wonder, why was Wilder saying he wants to carry a child? And now we know why. Vlad turned him into a pregnant woman. A pregnant, horny woman. Yeah, toes was curled up. Now, I've never been a woman myself, but I've heard that women, when they're pregnant, they get hella horny and their toes be curling all the way up. Just like Wilder's was when he was in there with Vlad. Anyway, let's not go on any more of a mad one. Let's give you, man, the information from Dillian. Dillian, the Deontay Wilder cheek buster, White. It says the following, and by the way, before any goofy dudes come in here and say, oh, YB, this right here is from Sky Sports and exclusive to the YB. Oh, YB, it's not exclusive. Oh. Yeah, wipe your tears, get your tissues out and wipe them up. Anyway, Deontay Wilder flew in for a stint at the Strangleworth while he was still in the fledgling stages of a career that has seen him crowned as America's long-reigning WBC champion, where he's fought Luis Ortiz 1,000,000 times. This younger version of the Bronze Bummer strived to showcase his power against Klitschko, with White revealing how he witnessed the sudden, explosive ending of a sparring session. Dillian White says, I've seen him, Deontay Wilder, getting knocked out, said White. Vladimir knocked him out smoothly. Yeah? Vlad knocked him out peacefully. Vlad knocked him out tranquility. He knew what happened. Well, actually, allegedly, let me put a bit of my own words in here. Allegedly, he didn't know what happened. Evidently. That's why he was knocked out. Yeah? He knew what happened. He had his hands up. He was roughing Vlad up, bringing the smoke, and he was going wild. Vlad backs up, changes his footwork, feinting, jabs to the body, throws that feint jab, left hook. Wilder had his hands up, earmuffs on, he was gone. It wasn't no knockdown, he was knocked out cold, ice cold, properly twitching as well, toes curled up. That's why they probably didn't want him to fight Vlad, because Vlad was going to fight him as a pro, and Wilder never fancied it the whole time. Bang. There you go. And let me add something on that as well. I talked at the start of this video about how Wilder wanted, or about how Vlad turned Wilder into a pregnant, orgasmic, toes curling female. Yeah? Vlad's the one who what's that film called? The one with Leonardo DiCaprio, where he goes deep into their brain, goes deep into their dreams and whatnot. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, Vladimir Klitschko pulled one of them Leonardo DiCaprio films on Wilder, inserted some deep internal maternal feelings into him. Oh man, ever since Vlad hit me, I want to have a baby. Vladimir Klitschko, he knocked a baby into my sweet little cheeks. That's what he said there, bottom line. But like I said, never mind Vlad knocking the maternity into Wilder. Also, what else do we know? Shelley Winkle could never work out. Why is it Shelley Winkle? Bearing in mind Shelley Winkle manages both of them at the time, Wilder and Vlad. Why couldn't that fight happen? And now we know. What did Winkle say? Well, Deontay Wilder, he little baby. Let me translate that for you. Oh, Deontay Wilder, Vladimir Klitschko, he whooped him into being a little baby. So not only Vlad's put so many different thoughts into his head. Yeah, Inception. That's the film. The Leonardo DiCaprio film is called Inception. Vladimir Klitschko hit him so hard. You've already read that from Dillian White. Wilder didn't know nothing about it, and that's the same as the Inception film. The people in the dream, they ain't got a clue what's going on. They don't know nothing about it. They can't tell whether it's real or not. And I've spoken to people within Wilder's team. They didn't. Wilder to this day. That's where that true saying comes from. Wilder to this day ain't got a clue whether what Vlad did to him was real or not. He's still stuck in that Inception thing. Yeah, with the little coin spinner spinning on the table and that. That's what Vlad did to him. Vlad hit him so hard, yeah. He went deep into his mind and started planting all these little things in there. Oh, I'm a little baby. Yeah, that's what Vlad did to him. Vlad's got him feeling unconsciously like he's a little baby, like he's a woman, like he's a female about to give birth. Yeah, that's what he feels like. Don't people can shoot the messenger here. Oh, YB, you and Deontay Wilder hate it. Don't take my word for it. Yeah, your boy Wilder is the one who's come out and said he's confirming. I only go based on evidence. Wilder has said he wants to give birth to a baby. Pure maternal, is that not? Wilder's manager has said Deontay Wilder, he a little baby. How can a 6'7" man athlete be a baby? The only way that can be the case is if Vladimir Klitschko hit him so hard that he inserted some maternal and or pre-pubescent feelings into him. Yeah, Vlad hit him with that nursery kind of thing. Took him straight back to when he was an innocent, defenseless child. That's how Vlad left him. Vlad left him slumped on the canvas, completely like vulnerable. And that's why now we know why Wilder don't want to go in there. And even Dillian White ain't no rocket scientist, but he's worked out as well. That's why they didn't want him to fight Vlad, because Vlad was going to fight him as a pro and do all kind of things to him. Never mind inserting inceptions into his mind. He was going to do him good and proper on the world level stage, and they didn't want that, no parts. And that, anyway, before I carry on giving you man the lowdown, I want to really, I want to really cement this in concrete, because many individuals, in fact, I'm going to be doing reactions to this on my other LDBC channel. So that is what it is, but essentially a lot of LDBC dons have seen this from Dillian White and they're saying, oh man, Dillian White, he angry. Dillian White, Eddie Hearn lie. Dillian White lie. Never say. That's what it's saying. They're basically saying that Dillian White's lying. So what I want to do is, unlike other goofy people, Gasman, all them other goofy people, they'll come on here and just report the news. The YB don't do that. The YB goes deeply. Oh yeah, quickly as well. Big man ting, smash the like button and subscribe. Anyway, as I was saying, a lot of goofy other YouTubers, they come on there and they report the news. Not the YB. We go deeply. Yeah, we go as deep as Dillian White and Anthony Joshua will go in Deontay Wilder's cheeks if he ever dares go in the ring. So let's get to it. Let's quash these. Oh, Dillian White's lying. What do we know? At the start of this video, you heard a video from who? Tyson Fury, who also confirmed, I've heard from a very good source, Deontay Wilder got knocked out by Vlad. I schooled Vlad. Now, I don't even think Fury did school him, but he got the win. Whatever, take it as it is. Yeah? What didn't happen is, no matter what, whether you thought Fury won or lost or drawn or whatever, he didn't get inception, did he? Yeah? He didn't get taken back to the coin spinner, to the tabletop spinner, did he? Yeah? That's what didn't happen. He didn't get maternal, he didn't get baby thoughts put in his head, did he? Yeah? He went in there and got W. That's something Wilder never dared to do. Not even a bit dared to do. And that's, don't worry, like I said, we ain't going to stop there. We're going to move on nicely. A third person who confirms Dillian White's, Dillian White's facts. Johnny Nelson. And let me give you the quotes there as well, because people, like I said, we do it proper over here. Oh, YB don't have no sources. All I know is I'll just give you man 3 sources back to back to back. Here we go. You ready for this? But after witnessing Joshua's ferocious power close up, Nelson claimed that the fight had given Wilder something to think about, i.e. AJ versus Vlad fight has given Wilder something to think about. With a big money unification showdown surely approaching in the near future, Wilder's attitude changed, Nelson said, of Wilder's willingness to fight Joshua after Vlad versus Joshua happened in May 2017. Let me tell you this, Wilder had sparred with Vladimir Klitschko, Anthony Joshua's victim, on various occasions. Vladimir Klitschko knocked him out coldly, smoothly, tranquilitied, yeah? And put him down a third time with a body shot. This is the worst kept secret going. And I hate to keep saying this, but how many more people do you need to confirm this? And I wish AJ was more... AJ's so humble, he's not going to mug Wilder off, but he'll be the next one to come out. Because everyone else who was there, we've already seen the lineup. Everyone else who was there, and that's a funny thing as well. I heard one LDBC goon saying, well, Vladimir Klitschko has denied. Show me any evidence Vladimir Klitschko has ever denied this. I couldn't find nothing. Put it onto Google and all sorts. Nowhere to be found. Spreading pure fake news. But anyway, the bottom line is, no matter what no one says, there's more people. The only people saying it didn't happen is Wilder. At the moment, it's 3-1. I'm taking them odds all day. Because something ain't adding up here. Why hasn't Vladimir Klitschko come out and denied it? It's like the Joey Dewego situation. If it didn't happen, you'd say, it didn't happen. I haven't heard a peep out of Vlad. Vlad can't lie to you. He ain't going to come out and say, very nice. I didn't knock Deontay Wilder out. Very nice. How much? He ain't going to do that, is he? He's going to be honest. And rightly so. Anyway, let me finish off Johnny Nelson's account. Vladimir Klitschko knocked him out coldly. Oh yeah, that's another thing as well. Look at the words used here. Vladimir Klitschko knocked him out cold. Yeah? Why is that important? What do we know? What words did Dillian Whyte use? Dillian Whyte used pretty much exactly the same thing. It wasn't no knockdown. He was knocked coldly. So my point is, what are the chances of if it didn't happen yet, if it's a big made up story, why is, when factual things happen, when real life happens, when history happens, there's only one history, yeah? So, if it didn't happen, if it was made up stories, there should be a lot of deviation in their accounts, because they're making it up. They're not going based on memory. But the fact these two men can recite exactly the same information years apart. Johnny Nelson gave his interview back in 2017, back 3 years ago. So what are the chances that Johnny Nelson recites perfectly what Dillian Whyte's reciting 3 years later? Maybe it is pure chance. Don't tell me. The two men that was there, don't tell me. We're supposed to believe a whole bunch of LDBC people that weren't there over Dillian Whyte, who was in the camp. Johnny Nelson, who was in the camp. These are all first-hand reportings. I was there. Johnny Nelson, I saw Vlad knocked him out twice, and then third time with a body shot. And also, when just hearing Dillian Whyte describe it, about Wilder going wild, about Wilder having his earmuffs on, is that not? For me, it's way too unbelievable to believe they've recited this so perfectly. It all falls in. Nothing doesn't make sense to me. Nothing out of their accounts can you sit there and say, wait there a minute, that don't sound very believable. Let's get it right. We've seen Wilder stanky-legged in Russian amateurs with 50-ounce gloves on and 50-ounce headgear on. Sat straight down. And that weren't no Vladimir. That was some next 80 kilo Don. No good. Anyway, let me finish off this last little sentence from Vlad. Sorry, from Johnny Nelson. Wilder sees what Anthony Joshua did to Klitschko and he thinks, wow. And that there is really I know we've gone off topic here, but it's the truth. That really sums it up. All this time I've been saying Wilder don't want it for a number of reasons. Yeah, he's thinking to himself, wait a minute, if Vladimir Klitschko, let's get it right, in sparring they would have big head guard and big gloves on. If Vladimir Klitschko can hit me so hard that he pulls a Leonardo DiCaprio Inception on me, yeah, 2010 Inception on me, goes back into my head and starts rearranging deep genetic material, starts rearranging deep neurogenic information, went straight back into his fork. Vladimir Klitschko took Wilder back to a what's the word? To a fetal level, like, as the brain develops. Listen, this bottom line is, yeah, Vlad took him back to a fetal stage of brain level. Took him straight back there and started rearranging the bonds, yeah? Got this man thinking he's a woman and all sorts. Got this 35-year-old man thinking he's a baby. All kind of madness. That's what happens to you though. When you get hit a certain way, that's the way it goes. Unfortunately, it's not. Don't shoot the messenger here. But like I said, Wilder got inception by Vlad, and he's just seen AJ bash Vlad all around the ring, like it for fun. And that was, by the way, that was an AJ who was massively overweight, massively unfit, didn't have no cardio. That was probably on a serious note, Vlad versus AJ is probably one of the worst AJs we've seen. No word of a lie. And even then, he made it look dominant. You don't hear no stories out of all the people in the camp. You don't hear no stories. And why is that, by the way? If Wilder has all this power, why haven't we never heard no stories of Wilder knocking Vlad out? Yeah? Why is that? Wilder don't even say that himself. Does that make sense? So, you'd think that we haven't heard no stories of Wilder hurting anyone, but we've got a whole load of stories of Vlad knocking Wilder out. It's way too... You have to, once again, with these LDBC goons, every time we have to go on a big goose chase to believe their stories. You've got to put down all the evidence to believe that Wilder didn't get knocked out. You have to say everyone's lying. And that's always the case. Same as the Wilder versus AJ offers. We have to believe that Eddie Hearn wasn't really sending a $100 million offer. Oh no, wait there. The best one was, the LDBC said, we had to believe that when DAZN sent a $140 million offer, AJ wasn't on the contract. This is the kind of logic they've got. Once again, we have to believe, no. DAZN did send a $100 million offer, but AJ wasn't on the deal. What planet are you on? Same as this. Oh no, Wilder didn't get knocked out 3 times. The three independent people are lying. Yeah? That's what we have to believe. Your boy Wilder is vulnerable, and he behaves vulnerable. Never mind talking about maternity wards. Never mind talking about baby. Never mind that. Just look at his actions. He don't want it. He's had 45 fights, and he don't want to go nowhere near people. It's getting sad because even the LDBC are starting to say things like, "Here, man, I want to see Deontay Wilder knock Dillian White out." But then 2-2s, you man get him on your shows, and he's saying, "Oh man, Dillian White a peasant, and I don't really see any future with Dillian White." What? Even your own people are starting to think, what's going on here? And I'm sorry, but you man are uber low IQ, so you don't get it. But he's shook. Bottom line, he's absolutely shooky, and that's the only conclusion you can take if you're rational. There ain't no other conclusion. This man wants to fight Ortiz in... Wait there, you found the time to fight Ortiz in Brazil, but you can't understand why people want to see Dillian White, which will pay you multiple times more, which will give you multiple times more clout, which will actually help you, which will actually mean you sell out a show for the first time in your career, etc, etc. Anyway, as I started off this video, anyone who knows any LDBC people, make sure you carry an extra box of tissues with you, because they're gonna need it for these next few days. You can tell they're feeling it hard, man. Your boy Wilder, not coldly.